Good morning, America. This is your friend, Dr. Turi. And today, newsletter and video, probably gonna raise some faithers out there. The title is pretty offensive. Saoirse Kennedy Hill OD. She was reptilius infected. All right. Now, you need to understand that the reason when I take when I make such a repulsive titles because I'm trying to get attention in so many ways. My work can save a life and will save lives. Sad enough, Saoirse Kennedy Hill, her parents and so many very powerful and rich people do not have access to me. They do not know who Dr. Turi is. I'm a nobody. I'm nothing. Okay, and only you are the very, very lucky people who are able to gather such a very high spiritual cosmic information. And that's why it's so very important, again, that you share my work. Had Saoirse Kennedy Hill knew me, or if I have had the opportunity to delegate with her, talk to her, as a soul doctor, I guarantee you that she would be alive today. All right, now the reason why she OD is very simple. She was 22 years old. The key words are pretty obvious. Shocking and children. She's a kid, and it's pretty shocking what happened. Why did she do that? Well, knowing she was 22 years old, it was easy for me to check on her natal dragon's tail and a hidden dragon. Her natal dragon is in the sign of Pisces. The most addictive, the most sensitive, the most outwardly sign you can get. And born with the tail of the dragon in Pisces, I can only tell you it's a miracle she made it all the way to 22 years old without being able to regenerate a depleted spirit that was definitely hijacked by the reptilians who led her to use illegal or illegal drugs. The sad story behind all this is that because of her name and her status, her and her parents could only afford the best of the best of the best people to heal her when they saw the signs. Yet none of those educated psychiatrists and psychologists could help her. She's gone. So rest in peace, little girl. My heart goes to you, to your friends, and to your family. The problem is that having a Pisces tail, so many of you have that very strong Neptune in your chart, or the Pisces area in your chart. When it's very strong, your UCI, your unique celestial identity, is so very fragile because you're already halfway with God. You are already halfway into the divine and the spirit, and nobody's there to let you know your relationship with the Creator. Nobody is educated enough on the spiritual realms to help you to understand the archetypal realm of supra-cosmic consciousness, understand God cosmic design, understand your karma. And that's why I'm saying it again. There's only 200, 300, 400 people. If I'm lucky, maybe it's 15, 2,000, 2,500. These are the top numbers that I got. You're the lucky ones. And you need to understand the importance that you're playing. You're not listening to me by accident. And if you do not participate, that can only bring you karma. What did you do to serve the world today? Ask yourself. What did you give the world today? Or you may think, I have nothing to give. No, hell no. You got a lot to give. You can give Dr. Turi, and it's priceless. to all the people like Saoirse Kennedy Hill who desperately needed me and could never find me. Pretty sad about that story. And then there's millions and millions and millions of children born with the same dragon's tail in Pisces, making their UCI or their unique celestial identity so very vulnerable. Yet I am not allowed by the US Department of Education or the scientific community as a soul doctor to reach your children. And if you go to drterry.com and you click on a video that I did with George Norrie close to 10 years ago. I literally, on that show, asked everybody to help me to go back into our college universities so I can heal, reach, and help those children and help them understand what God Cosmic Design is all about. I don't know how many of you really realize the critical message I carry with such an incredible mission, because I have been touched by the divine. And instead of helping me, the very people that could help me are shutting their door in front of me. And those people's children will already have had the nasty effect of the reptilius infecting their wombs, and they do not know. That's where we are. Obviously, we are now fast moving into the beginning or ending of important phases of life. And as I mentioned yesterday in my video, I give the exact date of my mother's death. And now today, we have Saoirse Kennedy Hill that passed away. Rest in peace. That's all I can say. I'm so sorry and I'm so sad. I could not reach you. I was not allowed to reach you. You know, as far as the rest of the family, oh, there is a curse, there is a curse. Well, many of them were born in November, the sign of life and death, ruled and controlled by Pluto, where the reptilians have their bases in our solar system. Then you need to understand one more time, you know, millions and millions and millions of people are thinking and believing that there is a curse upon the Kennedy. They don't know nothing about the cosmic code jurisdictions, the UCI, the superconscious, and the reptilians. Oh, there is a curse. Well, be careful what you think. One more time. Your future is nothing else than the reincarnations of your thought. So with trillions and billions and quadrillion tons of thought going towards this family, you are now helping the reptilians to hijack their body, their mind, and their soul and kill them. Be aware, please. You're a little bit more than a human being. You have no idea of the ramification of your own celestial divine conceptions and the effect and the power you have to alter not only your own life, but those around you. I can't wait to explain all this in my slideshow, my UFO slideshow. All right, so we already know that we are moving from the shocking energy into the beginning and ending. And we got a full proof of that today with sad news, the Kennedy. I want to remind you that I'm going to be with my good friend Sue from the UK on her radio show. So that's going to be a very, very, very interesting show because I'm going to be with her for quite a long time answering a lot of questions. She's pretty fast, very talkative lady, very spiritual. So we're gonna have fun. And then I'll be with Carrie Cassidy on the famous Project Camelot. Carrie is also a tremendous, very, very, very brilliant lady who had had a lot of experience, investigating a lot of UFO speakers out there. And it's an honor for me to be on her show again. And then from there, she's another opportunity for me, another platform for me to feed all a very wide audience of information that she won't get nowhere else. And at that point, just need to know, and you and Carrie to find out. So, if you can join us, it's on the 7th, August 7th. So pay attention, listen, and have fun. Remember, I did a long show yesterday that will be also available to the public in August. Those two guys did a phenomenal job interviewing me. More information to you, more channeling from Draco coming to you. Gonna have fun. Remember the date of July 30th, or the current window, was also given to Gary Anderson on Night Dream Talk Radio after that program. So again, if you want to know a little bit more about UFOs, extraterrestrials, even if you heard my story already, listen, you're going to hear something else. Ready to hear specific things sometimes. You need time. So check the date that was given to him. And this confirmed, of course, the crazy black supermoon that happened on July 31st. Sad enough, the scientific community would tell you, the understanding of those planets and the faraway constellations. They don't understand those faraway constellations do not affect our solar system. It's like a radio station. A radio station can only reach so far. And it is designed by all the Draconis to create the solar system for all those planets, only those planets in this solar system to affect the human psyche. In other words, those rocks are a little bit more than dead rocks. They have a very spiritual, divine purpose induced by God cosmic design, God cosmic divinity. And this crazy black supermoon has spoken. Yeah, there's a little bit more again. But those planets, they are more than dead rock. And knowing their distance, their composition, their movement, it's very, very educational, very, very interesting, very entertaining. But I am here to give you a much, much deeper message that you need to share. Thank you, guys. Let's move on to see what craziness is going on in this world. First of all, of course, today we had 2 earthquakes, and they were well above 6.0. One was 6.9 in Indonesia. The other one was a 6.8 in Chile. Of course, during the same window, we had a 6.8 or 6.6 in Oahu, and one is missing. I don't know, but I didn't have to. Okay, at that point, I cannot keep up anymore. I'm telling you to be ready for large earthquakes. I'm giving you a window, and I do better than all the scientists combined together, at least as far as the timing is concerned. And I even prepare you by saying the pressure is building. He's right. A UFO predictive gift can also be a curse, because I'm so very aware that what I have. And so we have so many little superhumans out there. All of you watching me are superhuman, especially those who come back. But it's very important for you to do your part and help me. All right. Okay, so we already have confirmation of 2 very large earthquakes. As I mentioned in the video, all my videos be ready for large earthquakes. Now, what else do we have? Marianne Williamson's apologized for calling clinical depression a scam. Well, you know what? This lady is highly spiritual. It's all about love. It's all about the spirit. She's very, very highly spiritually advanced. And, she knows, as a lawmaker, she knows all about how people feel when they are going into depression. She understands that the big pharma are out there to create the nefarious products, and the scientific or medical field no shit, excuse my French. And that's why one of my top students, a graduated doctor in psychiatry, told me once, Dr. Terry, I've learned more with you in 1 week crash course, your crash course in astropsychology than 7 years in an accredited college. What an honor. That's the truth. And that's why she was referring at. She's referring that the big pharma and all these traditionally educated doctors are conditioned into the world of the rationale. They all have lost the spirit. And humanity is on the same nasty, scary trend of mastering artificial intelligence. Human being becoming master of the matter like the reptilius and hang them soulless and lost in the universe, duplicating themselves for eternity. We are the junctions. My message involving my UFO slideshow is very, very serious. And that's why there is so much UFO activity, because we are that timing, perfect timing. Where did you screw up? Where did we screw up? The extraterrestrials are asking themselves, what is it we lost? What you lost is the spirit. What you lost is God. What you lost is Jesus' cosmic ministry. That was all manipulated by the reptilians who created all those religions to create a lot of chaos, a lot of unanswered questions. So my hat to you, Marianne Williamson. You've been working all your life for many, many years helping people. That's why you know, like I do, that the scientific or infected matrix is working with the system. It is a system, and all the doctors. And you heard me yesterday, this doctor make up a big lie when I went to his office because I corrected him and I gave him bad rep on his website. He didn't like it. So he took his revenge and he said that I told him that I fell in my back when I changed the wheel on my car. And I came in his office with a crowd and complaining about my hip and my back. You know the story. You heard it yesterday. I'm not going to repeat it. If you want to know more, just listen to the video I did yesterday. Let's move on. Accidental tsunami injured swimmers at wave pool. Okay, you know, you have to be careful. You know, the reptilians will do anything and everything to mess up the environment. Okay, there's no accident. You heard me a million times. There are no accidents. There is only cosmic circumstances at work that you do not know, that are used, manipulated by the reptilians. So you're supposed to have a great time, and next thing you know, you get hurt. Now, I don't know where that tsunami, you know, was that on a ship? I didn't read the news. I should have that on that one. But if it's on a ship, chances are the parents, you know, booked the plane, booked their plane, booked their ship, booked their cruises, and brought their children with them under a very negative window. Okay, a lack of cosmic consciousness. Remember, as much as all the children are learning geography, languages, history, the art, and science, none of them is there to teach them the secret of the cosmic code. But that will change as we move on into the age of Aquarius, that will create much more advanced, much more spiritual-oriented generations. That is if we make it within the next 40 years. Now, he threw a fridge off a cliff. Now he's facing trial. Good for you, sucker. I mean, shit. Excuse my French again. I mean, put it in the back of, you know, you've got the people that are paid by the city to pick up your trash. What the hell would you do that? So, you know, that was a reptilian, you know, and he was in one of his negative cosmic biomes. Somebody was there to use the technology thanks to Draconis, and this sucker now is going to pay the price. Dallas police body cam footage show officers mocking a dying man. If that is not incredible, I don't know, mind-boggling. That is not the beginning or ending of important phase of life. I don't know, because those cops, you know, again, the technology used by the reptilians and used by the Draconis definitely going to make the beginning of the end of their suckers' career. They deserve. They're supposed to serve and protect us, not freaking mocking a dying man. And again, you know, the cops should also have me. They should learn all that so that they will know when the reptilians are more prone to affect them and either kill them or, you know, destroy their career. There you go. Move on. Climate change made Europe hit a wave up to 3 degrees Celsius. Oh my gosh, this is serious now, because now we're all in the same boat. Okay, the climate change is not a joke. So whomever is saying it's not a joke, it's a hoax. Sandy Hook is a hoax. 9/11 is a hoax. Now you know those people are infected. And if you've been fed that same mess, the same soup for years by David Icke or whomever is out there, all those talking heads, unconscious and reptilian poison that are in power and in control, feeding you with fear, pretty much like our president, you know, feeding you with fear of the foreigners, fear of the government, God knows what. You know they're infected. Back off. Work with the draconists, because this is how we're going to win the battle. Okay? Using the same tool, psychical tools. Just be positive. That's all there is. Positive, negative, up and down, black and white. The devil and God. Who do you want to work with? The light or the darkness? The demons or the angels? It's a choice. And you start with your head, because you are the ramification of such a marvelous, marvelous design. You got no clue. Okay, I don't want to get too passionate again. Let's move on. Tropical storm Eric lashes in Hawaii with rain. Well, Hawaii don't need much rain. There's plenty of rain over there. I live there. I work there. I'm probably making tons of money when I arrived here. Instead of joining a gang, I was lucky enough for my government to invest in me for 6 months. Okay? So again, if you think socialism is wrong, it definitely worked for me. Thank you, France, for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, my government, to invest in my ass so I can make a lot of money and make the American dream a reality instead of joining a gang and selling drugs. Start to think. All right, now, prosecutor asks for 6 months in prison for ASAP Rocky. Well, again, you know, this kid probably full of drugs, becomes aggressive, becomes negative. Next thing you know, he's caught on camera fighting. And next thing you know, he's now going to jail. And that's not going to help his career too much. You know? So just be aware, you know. Anytime you drink, anytime you take drugs, legal or illegal, you're going to be under the jurisdiction of those entities. And they're not affecting, like David Icke says, the Queen of England or every famous people or Obama or whomever that are going to transform into a lizard. Gosh. Anyway, they're affecting everybody, including me. Believe me, if I think 3 or 4 beers is not the same Dr. Jerry, I don't think you want to be around me when I have a few beers. It can become totally obnoxious because I don't drink. I don't drink much. So a little bit and I'm going losing it, and I know, so I back off. All right. Okay. Julian, how to husband? You know I'm not straight, right? That could be freaking shocking for the husband who he thought his wife was normal. Well, again, you know, I don't know how Julian, who became famous, or probably have had somebody there before her, like mother or dad involved, you know. Most of the time, it's who you know in life that leads your career. Pretty much like Trump, you know, I started my life with $1 million when you got millions and millions more. Give me $1 million when I arrive in the United States. You see where I would be, you know. Yeah, again, the same old story. You know, David Icke goes hundreds of thousands of dollars when you arrive here. No, me, start from the scratch, but I'm still at it. All right. So basically, that's definitely a shock. And then when the husband finds that, he's going to say, okay, well, now you can go and do what the hell you want. Okay. Because I'm not going to share you. So that's the beginning or ending of important phases of life when people say sometimes the truth. Doug Chapman says, Beth, item were taken. You can see that. There is no respect. Same story happened to my mother, and my dad is so pissed off right now. He was at work. He couldn't take care of her all the time. So he hired people to take care of my mother. And next thing you know, those suckers went into the house and took rings, took gold this, gold that, whatever. And he's all pissed off. But you know what? My mother is a Scorpio. And believe me, if you think those people are going to get away with it, never, ever. You never mess with a Scorpio, alive or dead. And you take it from me. So it tells you, you know, what people will do, you know, we have no knowledge, no consciousness, no integrity, totally infected, stealing things of the dead so they can make more money. Oh, you watch now. Good luck to you. All right, faith-based college increasingly under threat, experts say. Well, what do you expect? First of all, the reptilians have created all religions so that it's all split. Okay, nobody agrees on the same God and the same, teachings, same beliefs, same procedure, whatever it is. And with 875 different religions, you got a lot of people that don't agree with you, and that's going to create a lot of conflict and increase the threat, so to speak. Remember, the reptilians created all religion, one single purpose: to mess you up. Okay, God never came down and wrote no books. He made the stars, and he can only speak to you through the signs. So unless you raise your cosmic consciousness and understand your UCI and understand how God speaks through his divine creation, you're never going to reach cosmic consciousness. A lot of people and a lot of conferences are going on out there, all talking about consciousness. To them, cosmic consciousness is going on top of a mountain, spending the next 10 years with a guru somewhere in a cave. Well, guess what? 10, 15 years later, you spend with that guru, you're going to come back 10, 15 years more stupid. Yeah, because, this is hell. And you're going to learn, how? With pain, with suffering, with feelings. So, if you're looking for a speaker about cosmic consciousness, well, let me tell you what it is. Cosmic consciousness is nothing else to master God's cosmic design. And then once you have that cosmic design, use it wisely, not only to make predictions like I do on my student, but also to guide other people. That's the New Age requires ultimate goal. Now, it's amazing that all these experts out there talk about cosmic consciousness and they have no clue what the hell cosmic consciousness is and how to reach it. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that my way. It doesn't mean that I'm the only one who have the truth, okay? I might be pushing a little bit here. There's definitely a lot of people out there who talks about cosmic consciousness. They're on a way. Remember, they can only go... they can only express themselves about the divine or cosmic consciousness through their experiences, their education, their stars, most of all their experiences. And I doubt very much many of them have been touched by the divine or extraterrestrials. That led me to master the cosmic code. All right, now, and then for your information, remember, Tesla said, there is definitely, you read it on my website, okay? There is definitely something in the universe, in the core of the universe that gave all these answers. He's talking about cosmic consciousness. And he said he never found the core. I did. And now it's going to make me like a big head. You're going to love me or hate me for it? Well, I give you the proof, right? All right. Think I'm an egocentric, or you got a problem with an inferiority complex. What else do we have? Stadium vendors, cart recycling, unfinished beer. How disgusting is that? Again, see the greed? My gosh, this is terrible. Bunch of somebody might have heads. Jesus, somebody might have any disease, okay? Saliva is there, and he's going back with the other one. So what you're going to have is a soup of shit, and then you're going to recycle this, and you're going to drink it. Greed, and greed. Do not trust anything or anybody if you want to stay healthy and alive in this world, because you own hell, you like it or not. You can see all these reptilians infected people. What do they do in the name of greed? All right. London launches world first awe-inspired bar. Okay, again, beginning and ending. Well, we're moving into the beginning and ending. I don't exactly know what an awe-inspired bar is because I didn't click on it. So if you want to know, go there. You have the link is live. Click and realize it's the beginning or ending of important phases of life. Remember, the idea for you is to perceive the news like I do in a very different way, because there are no accidents, and sooner or later you'll catch it in time. I'm teaching you slowly but surely. You're getting that cosmic consciousness. All right. Years old return shipment of dirt. Okay, okay. Now, after the link is missing, now remember that's pretty funny. This kids, children, use technology. Okay, and the good heart of Amazon. You return your stuff, you don't like it, whatever it is, you made a mistake, and they give you your money back. And these guys just stuck everything in a box, and they reclaim $270,000 or something like that. How stupid! Only a child, a kid can do that because they're going to trace you. You can't win. You just cannot win. It's impossible. But a child, a 20-year-old, 24-year-old kid, greedy, infected, can only do such a stupid thing. I would never dream in a million years to con somebody this way. Okay, I wouldn't con anybody anyway. But I mean, oh my God. Thank you, Amazon. Okay. Mustachio puppy goes viral, named for resemblance to Salvatore Dali. Oh my God. This one did it for me. If you disguise your dog with a mustache and you put it on YouTube, it's going to go viral. Oh my God. Have mercy. I just wonder, and I really do, I'm wondering what's going on with the mind of the normal people who would, okay, it's amazing, maybe. It is to me. It is educational. I don't know. Maybe I should do the same thing with lady, put a mustache on her and there she's Salvador Dali and get millions of hits. And then put my link for something more interesting. It doesn't work that way, my friend. Sad enough. Humans are lazy. The normal human being, the unevolved young soul is lazy. He wants to be entertained. He doesn't want to think. He doesn't want to work hard. He doesn't want to study. He just wants to be entertained. There you go. In my videos one day become viral. Sometimes I'm thinking, I'm asking myself, should I or would I? I don't think it's a good idea because so many of these popular, top YouTube stars or Instagram stars or God knows what stars, they end up either killing themselves or being killed. I want to be on the job for a long time. So whatever is happening is a very specific purpose and for very specific reasons. And that's what the Draconist wants me to do. So only selected, private, lucky human being, superhuman, will be able to enjoy and benefit from my work. And that's why I say we are such a rare kind of human being. You are one of them. Thank you. All right, new missile defenses tech destroyed incoming nuke faster. Okay, again, that is definitely the Draconists at work, stimulating the mind of our scientists to destroy a nuke that would kill people. But why making these nukes in the first place? Because it is all stimulated by fear, lack of trust of your neighbor. I have a neighbor next door, When he first moved here, I said, hey, I saw he was struggling, moving things and this and that. That was before I hurt my hip. I said to him, hey, let me help him. So I helped him. I helped him to make some concrete. I helped him to do all sorts of things. And he really, really enjoyed it. I even gave him a light so he could actually, work after dark. And then, I'm inviting him to enjoy my pool. Doesn't have a pool. Wife is pregnant. She's going to have a little baby. It's always good to have a good, relationship with your neighbors. Remember, friends bring wishes. You don't have friends, you don't have wishes. Okay? You don't socialize, you're not going to have no wishes. And anything happen in that side of the street, in their house or this house, if I'm not here and the husband is not there, those ladies can communicate and help each other. So that's why it's important to have good connection with your neighbors. Common sense. Okay. What else do we have? Teen driver banned after runabout lunch coat and camera. Yeah, being a kid, I flipped a couple cars too when I was young and drinking. Stupid, know what I was doing. Luckily, I escaped. I had, got an injury all along. Should be dead so many times. And broken nose, broken arm, mess up my hip, broke my hand twice. Jesus Christ, oh, long story. Blame it on my dragon's head in Aries, my mood in Gemini. You know, you mix fire and air, you have Dr. Cherry. ADD, ADHD, which is a gift. It's not a disorder, it's a gift. Okay. Because, you know, if you're a professional student and born with a natal UCI to digest books one after the other one, in other words, if you're born in October, if you were born in January, if you follow the tradition and you build in science, the books are you've got, then you will be very, very educated and you will gain a position as a doctor. But as I always said, there's a huge, huge difference between education and intelligence. You got to have guys like me that will rewrite those books and challenge those books. That's what an ADHD is all about. In fact, Einstein was ADHD. What else do we have? 40,000 years old grave of boy and girl has one unusual features. Again, remember, those windows, the shocking windows, and also involve the very old and the very new, and it's children. Okay, so here we go. So unusual feature, I picked that one because it's unusual. The word is in the keywords, is unusual in children. Okay, if you're into science, go and check what that means. I just use the keywords. A man with boat full of bikini-clad women put on quite a show at Riverside Restaurant, police says. Yeah, this guy does not know that this exciting, original, shocking cosmic winds will be stimulating his mind through the reptilius, and he will start to have a show, and then, I don't know, and go and read the story. Just realize it's induced by the stars, which are manipulated by the reptilius to get this clown to put that show in California. Bishop under investigation for comment on homosexual, by Bishop, priest, under investigation for comment on homosexuality and anal sex. The bishop sparked outrage when he was seen on video in June saying homosexuality could be transferred to the unborn if the mother had anal sex with while pregnant. He also said homosexual men have a distinctive stink from sleeping with other men. And this guy's video is allowed to reach thousands, if not millions of idiots out there who have been religiously poisoned and follow an idiot, another one that was put in power by the reptilians in the name of religion, trying to explain through his stupid peanut brain what's going on with gays and lesbians. Guys, you know the game, okay? I told you so many times, but for those who just jump again, okay? A legal or illegal drug, a little beyond the counter, innocent cold medicine will do it, okay? It will mess you up. And then when you sleep, the reptilians will come in, okay? Go down the womb of that young mother which drinks too much, who party too much, smoke pot too much, or have an accident, be on a kind of innocent pill, and they're going to go into the womb. They're going to mess up the genes. Okay, they're going to turn this child into autistic. Sad enough, it's reality. Down syndrome, gays and lesbian, and a myriad of other diseases. So those entities can get to you before, during, or after birth. It is serious. And you think this idiot minister, okay, who has so much access to people, so many avenues to reach people, tell them such bullshit. Here I am. As I said, I really need to get a mustache to lady and color, you know, whatever. Find a way to get those videos to the people. I don't know what the young world I land on, but, you know, at least many, many of you are appreciating me, and I can see the numbers slowly but surely raising all the time. So I can see now some of you are definitely helping me and realize the crucial information I have, because I got a problem, a big problem with stupidity. All right, my friend, one more time. I'm going to be doing that UFO conferences. I'm already planning a few UFO conferences out there. Okay. Um, so I just hope you're going to join me and see that phenomenal slideshow that I have for you. I still have 2 more people that would benefit from a $700 VIP Skype reading with me if you join me in any in that upcoming UFO conference. First, you have to meet me here face to face, and I take care of you, and then you can join. Sad enough, I was planning to bring Terania, but Terania has a problem. When I drive a little bit, she throw up. She's got a problem with motion. So I spoke with the even promoter, and she told me she could be a risk in being sick for a week. So instead, I'm going to be with a gentleman sharing the roommate stuff. With a gentleman in his cabin. We'll still do reading out there. So, but Terania will not be there. That's sad, but I cannot take a chance. My wife's sick. I remember we went to Florida. We went to a little boat, and she got really, really sick. She's just that way. So I still have to take a chance with her in my next cruise, my healing cruise. Dr. Dom is teaching healing that I'm going to be doing there using Draco. I still want to take her there. I would have to maybe hypnotize her or do something to make sure this motion sickness does not bother her. She's pretty bummed about it, but that's how it is. All right, my friends, one more time, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for watching those videos. As always, be part of the solution. Share. Make it a beautiful day. Bye-bye.